Now, rooftop solar and other renewable power can now be sold directly through private transmission lines without having to go through Vietnam Electricity as an intermediary.
Wind, biomass, micro hydropower, wave and tidal energy plants are now included in the Vietnamese government decree on direct power purchase agreement, so-called DPPA, for renewable energy issued on Wednesday. Now they are free to trade with no capacity limits on the direct sales, but producers must have a license to supply electricity or express waiver from this requirement, according to the decree. They also have the option to sell to the national grid, either through the spot electricity market or EVN. Buyers and sellers can negotiate their own terms and prices for the direct sales, but excess production can be sold to EVN at predetermined prices. Currently in Vietnam, there are over 103,000 rooftop solar units with total capacity over 9,500 megawatt and expected to grow to 12,000 megawatt in 2030. The new government policy is expected to promote the Vietnam renewable energy sector.
Now, according to a recent report, bilateral trade between Vietnam and China is reaching the threshold of $100 billion in the first 6 months of this year.
According to Vietnam Ministry of Industry and Trade, the bilateral trade between Vietnam and China is recovering impressively by reaching $100 billion in first half of this year. Despite ongoing global economic difficulties and geopolitical conflicts, China remains the largest trading partner, the largest import market, and the second largest export market of Vietnam in the world. Updates from the Generic Statistic Office show that Vietnam exports to China reached $27.8 billion in the first half of this year, up 5.3% over the same period last year. Vietnam imported goods worth $67 billion from China in the review period, up nearly 35%. These positive figures appear just a week after the official visit of Vietnamese Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính to China and talked with his counterpart Lý Quang, the time when the host Prime Minister emphasized that Vietnam is one of China's important partners.
Now, more than 13 million bank accounts have been authorized with facial biometric verification. This activity is guided by Vietnam's central bank in order to secure online transactions and fight against scam.
The entire Vietnam banking system currently has 170 million accounts. In just 3 days, 16.6 million of them were verified. Among them, 2.5 million accounts belong to a single bank. There are about 2 million transactions with an amount of 10 million Vietnam dong, equal to $390 or more, accounting for 8% of total amount of transactions. This requires biometric authentication to ensure security in transfers and solve the problem of opening accounts with fake IDs or unauthorized accounts. But when increasing people's needs for biometric registration, recently, scams have appeared taking advantage of biometric installation support. So nowadays, relevant units advise customers to increase vigilance.
Hanoi planning first Liberation Day fireworks in a decade. And Vietnam's Hội An among Asia's best cities. Vietnam's capital city of Hanoi will launch a 15-minute fireworks show on October the 9th to celebrate Hanoi's Liberation Day. That is the first time in a decade fireworks mark the occasion.
The Hanoi People's Committee will allow 30 locations to perform fireworks shows. The event is held to celebrate 70th anniversary of Hanoi Liberation Day from French colonial rule. The largest venue will be Mỹ Đình Stadium. Other locations with fireworks show include Hoàn Kiếm, Tây Hồ, and Hai Bà Trưng district, home to landmarks like Lạc Long Quân Garden, Thống Nhất Park, and the Văn Quán Lake. The last time Hanoi launched fireworks to celebrate its Liberation Day was on October 10, 2014. To commemorate the 16th anniversary of City Liberation Day.
tourism industry leading magazine Travel and Leisure, featuring the central city of Hội An on its list of best Asian cities, together with Bangkok, Osaka, Tokyo, and Kyoto.
Tourism industry leading magazine Travel plus Leisure featured Hội An City at 6th position. Last year, the magazine featured Hanoi, Huế, Hội An, the three cities from Vietnam, as top contenders. But in 2024, only Hội An made the list. Hội An is situated on Vietnam's central coast, is an UNESCO World Heritage Site with a preserved historic old town intersected by canals. The town features Vietnamese, Chinese, and French architectural influences. In the Best Integrated Resort category, Travel Plus Leisure also listed Hội An Resort and Golf secure the third place of Best Asian Resort for the second consecutive year.
And that wraps up today's bulletin. Thanks for your watching, and until next time.